What's going on, everybody? How's it hanging? How's it going? Welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing my anime collection. As you can see, I spoke a lot in the last video. I needed some water, alright? But let's get into this, baby. Ooh, alright everybody. This video should be a lot shorter than the last video because it's quite literally mostly complete series. So let's get this started, and obviously going right to left, I got Dragon Ball Z. I literally have the entire Dragon Ball Z series. Now, yes, this one, season 3, doesn't have a sleeve. I bought it like that. And that kind of sucks. It kind of aesthetically looks dumb, but I don't care because I love this anime. This anime, my mom was infatuated with this anime. She had Dragon Ball Z calendars. She had Dragon Ball Z VHS. Oh my gosh, she had DBZ t-shirts and everything. And this was the first show she showed me, aside from some other ones like 8-Man, Ninja Scroll, and so many others that we've watched. This was her all-time favorite show, to the point where it became my all-time favorite show. And I can show you right here if you can see it, but I got a Dragon Ball tattooed on my arm with some sensu beads. Through and through love this show, regardless of the fact that Goku is a terrible father, okay? And if Goku would have if Chi-Chi would have actually allowed Goku to do what he wanted to do with Gohan, which was train him the way that he wanted him to be trained, a lot of things would have never happened. But Chi-Chi wanted her son to be a normal kid. And now look. Dragon Ball GT, the complete collection. And I don't care what anybody says, Dragon Ball GT is canon, okay? It is canon. Because yes, it went Dragon Ball Z, then Dragon Ball GT, right? And now it's, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. GT's not canon because Super continues after this, that, and the third. No, because if you watch an episode in Super, they say that there's a planet, right? Like there's a planet, and you see it, it's called GT. So technically, this is a different universe in the Dragon Ball Z franchise. So it goes Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT in one timeline, and then Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super in the other timeline. So I don't care what any of y'all say. This is canon, and I enjoyed this. I enjoyed Dragon Ball GT. I watched this thing 4 times. I watched it by myself, I watched it with my mom, and I watched it with my brothers, and we all enjoyed it. Ooh, anybody who says GT sucks, you can suck on these Dragon Balls. I also have a Dragon Ball Z movie. It is Battle of the Gods. Right? I don't have all of the Dragon Ball Z movies because finding them is a little bit of a pain, but at the same time, they are expensive because DBZ is hella popular, and yeah. So let's get on to the next pile. I spoke about this show in the last video, so this is another show that I loved. I showed my brothers this show, and it is Fooly Cooly. If you have never seen Fooly Cooly, you should definitely watch it. It's very short. I think there's 3 seasons now, because you got this one, and then I believe they made 2 more. Yeah, I think it's 2 more. I'm not Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'll put them up on screen right now so that you can see if I'm correct or not. But yeah, I think they made 2 more seasons after this. And those seasons were good. And this is good. And the Pillows, the people who do the music for this anime, because of this anime, I started listening to the Pillows. Just saying. Because of this anime. The next one is a comedy anime. I like my comedy animes because regardless of what anybody says, anime can definitely be funny. Even if they're not trying to be, okay? Your sense of humor sucks. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm sorry. Your sense of humor sucks if you don't find comedy animes funny. But yet you can find moments in serious animes that try to be funny. Make that make sense. Anyway, I'm talking about Hetalia. I got World Series and then I got Axis Powers. They're 2 different, they're the same shows, essentially spin-off-esque of the show. It is hilarious, okay? If you've never seen it, it is funny. It's literally all the powers in the world if they are human, okay? Literally, that's what it is. And I've watched this. I normally watch my anime subbed, okay? There are specific animes that I've only watched dubbed. Dragon Ball Z is one of them. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of them. Pokemon is one of them. Hetalia, I watched it dubbed and I loved it, okay? Certain animes that are going to be coming up later, I watched. All of the Studio Ghibli films, I watched dubbed, but I'm more of a sub guy. I like watching anime subbed. So don't get at me because I watch certain animes dubbed. This one was weird. This one I found at Goodwill, and watching it was very weird. And knowing that this isn't the first series of it, I was like, huh? But whatever. It is New Cutie Honey. Essentially, this girl has like powers, and the way that she accesses her powers is damn near ripping off all her clothes, and then she'll be able to transform. And yeah, this is very like old school anime, big boob, big butt, like stuff with action and some subplots. But there's only 2 episodes in here, right? Yeah, collection 1 and 2. But I did watch it, and I can say I should have watched this while I was at the house, while I was home. I didn't watch this when I was home, and I felt weird watching this outside. That's how this anime made me feel. So yeah, if you can't see from the cover, that's literally what happens in the anime every time she wants to transform, and she does it all along. The next anime, well actually, I'll do the next 2, okay? The next 2 animes, I can reference the last video that I said I got a thing from eBay that had 4 different animes. These 2 animes are from that lot that I got. So this one is Kokoro Connect. It is all 13 episodes, right? And this one is Living for the Day After Tomorrow. And there's 12 episodes in here. And honestly, I remember this one a lot more than I remember this one. This one was like a weird love connection. People swap bodies in this one. And yeah, there's 3 girls, there's 2 boys, and they're trying to figure out how to switch back while at the same time trying to maintain the relationship that they had with each other. And certain developments, like certain relationships end up blossoming in this one. It's really good. It is honestly really good. It's made by Sentai Filmworks, and Sentai does a lot of really good anime. I would have to rewatch this, honestly. I would have to rewatch this. But this one, I can tell you, I remember was very interesting. This was very interesting. It was almost the same thing as Kokoro Connect, where the two main characters end up swapping bodies. Well, not necessarily bodies, but they end up like swapping ages. So one of them is an older lady and the other one is a kid. And the kid wishes that she was an adult, and the adult wishes that she was back to a kid. And it literally switches them. And they have to live through literally everything. And they're relearning things. And they're like, oh, the adult was like, oh, if I was an adult, I wouldn't have to worry about this. I wouldn't have to rely on these people and do this, that, and third. And the kid, on the other hand, would be like, well, I wish I was a kid again because I feel more free. I was able to do so much things, and I appreciate the life that I had instead of the life that I'm living right now. And it's a really, really good anime. Again, short because it's 12 episodes, but it's really, really good. This anime I got from a local store. I got a couple of these from a local store. This one, the next one after it, and whatnot. But this is the complete series, literally volumes 1 through 6. It's the complete series of My Buddha. It's one of those old animes that shows a lot of titty, a lot of fan service, and yeah, like that's literally what it is. Like the main character is like an everyday teenage boy, and with a whole bunch of dealing with teenage boy things, and he's around a whole bunch of women, and yeah, that's this anime essentially in a nutshell. This one I enjoy. This is Those Who Hunt Elves. It's essentially people that got trapped in a way in like it was like a dimensional shift, and these people from like America and like different parts of the world and whatnot got looped in together, and they're traveling to try to go back to their world because they landed in a world that's damn near filled with like elves and mythical creatures and things like that. And they need to hunt elves. They need to find a specific elf that will allow them to go back home. That's literally what they're doing. And the way that they need to find these elves is there's like a sacred crest on this one specific elf. But you can't see the crest because everybody has clothes on. You know what I mean? So they literally need to strip these elves to look for the crest, and 9 times out of 10, because there's 2 seasons, they strip an elf after helping them doing something, and then they look to find the crest. Turns out they don't have the crest, and yeah. That's essentially this anime. I know I would go to this pile next, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go to that pile, okay? Because I have something special in this pile to show you guys later. Let's start this off strong. One of the animes that I found myself when I was younger, and I rewatch till this day. I actually rewatched this entire anime, I want to say last month. And I want to rewatch it again because I enjoy it so much. And I'm talking about Afro Samurai and Afro Samurai Resurrection. A lot of people call this one a movie, but it is also like season 2. You know what I mean? So yes, I have the complete series, and it's such a good anime. Samuel L. Jackson does such a good job voicing Afro and Ninja. Oh my god. And the music, RZA, oh my god, it's such good music, such good hip hop music to go with the action of the anime, the way that how I can't even speak, how gritty the anime is, how sometimes sentimental the anime can be, and then the hard choices that need to get made. And it is such a good anime. It is such a good anime. Anybody who has not seen this, I recommend you guys watch this, okay? It's not long. It's only, 8 episodes? I think 8 episodes? And then, like I said, this one is almost like a movie, so it's like an hour and something long or something like that. It's so worth watching. Next. So I used to watch the show, literal show. I used to watch it, and then I stopped after a while because I lost cable, and the show was only appearing on cable. Until I found out that there was an animated series, and I was like, what? And then I got disappointed because it's literally only 22 episodes in this, 3 discs, and if you love the show, you're gonna love this anime. And I'm talking about Supernatural, the animated series. Oh my god. You like Supernatural, the show? You like anime? Watch this. Please watch this. Oh my god, it's so good. After the first episode and seeing how animated it is, seeing how bloody and gory it is, oh my god, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Again, if you like Supernatural, you like anime, you gotta watch it. I got from the same store that I got these 2 animes. I got this at the same store. Now, what sucks is that the first disc doesn't work. All the other discs work. So I need to look for this anime online so I can watch it. I got it because it looked interesting. And I'm talking about Burst Angel. I have the complete series. Sadly, the first disc doesn't work. I don't know anything about this anime. It looked really cool. It looked like mechs and different things were going out and like a whole bunch of guns and whatnot. And I was like, ooh, this looks like an anime I can watch. And then when I tried to, I couldn't. And I was like, well, I am disappointed. So if you've seen Burst Angel, let me know in the comments down below. Am I missing out? Am I missing out because I haven't watched this? Should I watch this? I don't know, let me know. Now the next anime I got at a store called Second and Charles, back when I used to live in Pennsylvania. And it has this weird, I don't know, it's like a weird slip cover. And I got it with it, and it just makes it look all fuzzy and weird. But it's Otoji Zoshi, the Perfect Collection. I remember watching this when I first got it. Okay, here, let me take off the slip cover so that you can actually see it. I remember watching it when I first got it. I don't necessarily remember much about it. I remember that the main character has like a bow and arrow, and she's I think hunting demons, but aside from that, I don't really remember much about this anime. This is another anime that I have that I should rewatch just so that I can refresh my memory. All right, the next one is gonna be 3, okay? Literally, the next one is gonna be 3. Why? Because it is 3 movies, okay? It's a relatively new anime. I can't wait for the season to come out so that it can be the final season and we can enjoy the ending of this anime, okay? But I am talking about My Hero Academia, or Academia, you know what I mean? So I got World Hero Missions, right? I got 2 Heroes, and I got Heroes Rising. I don't remember which one. I saw one of these in the movie theaters. I don't remember which one it was, but I did see one of these in the movie theaters, and I enjoyed it. I'm not huge, but I am a My Hero fan. So I'm happy to have these in my collection. Yeah, that's My Hero. A lot of people should know what My Hero is. A lot of people might not even like My Hero because of the main character and everything else. I don't even know if this is like season 1, season 2. Oh no, yeah. It's not season 1 and season 2, but it's like volume 1, volume 2. But I have volume 1, volume 2 of Gundam Seed. I got this at Goodwill as well. They were priced relatively cheap, and my good friend from the Triple Take podcast, Joseph, is a huge Gundam fan. A huge Gundam fan. I'm telling you right now, you want to know anything Gundam? You talk to Joseph. Okay? He's rewatched this anime, dug into the lore of this universe, played damn near almost every Gundam game. He is one of those top tier Gundam fanatics. Okay? I know nothing of Gundam Seed because he told me to watch Gundam from the beginning. And I have been. I need to pick it back up again. But yeah, he was like, you need to watch this, and then watch Gundam Seed. So I haven't touched this. I know nothing of this, but I found it in the wild and I was like, screw it, I'll buy it. Why not? It's Gundam. It's Gundam. And it's literally volume 1 and 2. So it's literally 50 episodes right here. No issues. Let's move on to the final pile. And normally I go from top to bottom. This time I'm taking some of these off because I want to save those for later. Okay? So let's start with The World of Narue. This is an interesting sci-fi love comedy type deal. This anime was good. Okay? I enjoyed this anime. I did. I enjoyed this anime a lot. It was like the characters were so bubbly. They were so like intricate and weird at the same time, and everything that was happening, they were just like, oh, but I'm trying to fit in with humankind, even though we're not from here. And then they end up like one of them ends up falling in love with a human, and it's such a weird, quirky anime. It is definitely worth a watch. Oh, this next anime. Oh, this is Shakugan no Shan. Okay, this anime was good. Okay, this anime was good. I enjoyed it. There was a couple episodes that I truly just wanted to wring the neck of one of these characters because it was so annoying. And the only thing that they kept on saying was literally the same words over and over and over again. And I was like, yo, please shut up. Honestly, shut up. Like, I can hear his voice saying it over and over again right now. And it's, oh my God, it pissed me off. But it is a very interesting anime. It is a very interesting anime. Aside from that little kid that kept on saying the same shit over and over again, this anime was good. I would definitely say this is another one that you should at least put on your watch list if you like some old school anime. This one I haven't seen because this is season 2, or I guess a spin-off, you would call it. Like it had its own season. Yeah, something like that, right? It's Slayers Next. I haven't seen the original Slayers. That's why I refuse to watch this. You need to see Slayers and then watch Slayers Next. So I know absolutely nothing about this anime. I know when I got it, it was cheap. And I was like, oh, it's the complete series. Like, it's literally the complete freaking series. So yeah, I'll get it It looks cool. It looks like old school animation. I like old school animation. Let me get it. Never watched Slayer, so I never watched Slayer's Next. Sorry. Next, I got Samurai Deeper Kyo. This is another one that I haven't seen. I started watching it, and then apparently there's another Samurai Deeper that's before this, and I was like, oh crap, I need to watch that before I watch this. So essentially the same thing happened. I just never ended up watching the other one so I could watch this. Yeah, sorry, I know nothing about any of this, but I do know I like action animes and I like samurai animes. So it's one of the main reasons why I got it. I do have to watch this stuff. Now some of these I got, well actually the rest of these, right? Because there's 4 left at the bottom of this pile. The rest of these I got, again, at Goodwill. And these are all like volumes of an anime. So let's just go through it, right? I can tell you right now, I haven't seen any of these. Not a single one of these. And it's crazy because these are all volume 1 of these animes. I just haven't seen it. I literally put it on my watch list and I haven't gotten to it. So we got Black Cat. I heard good things about this. Haven't watched it. We got Best Student Council. It looked funny because of that weird puppet thing that this girl is holding. So I literally don't know what it is. We got Speed Grapher, which, again, I haven't seen it. I know nothing about. It just looked cool. And I was like, all right, I'm going to put it on my watch list. Yeah, you saw how far that went? And then I got Kitty Raid. Literally Kitty Raid. Again, know nothing about this. Animation looked nice. It looked old school-esque. So I was like, oh, I'll pick it up. I'll watch it. Haven't watched it. Let's go to the last pile that's here. I've spoken to a lot of, I've talked in a lot of anime communities, okay? And a lot of communities agree that it is officially now an anime. And a lot of communities are like, well, it doesn't count because it wasn't made in Japan, or you know what I mean? So I'm putting it here because it's based on anime and it is an amazing show. And I have the complete series, but season 2, I let one of my friends borrow it because he's never seen the show before. So I don't have season 2 with me. He has it. I'm gonna have to get it back because I think he said he's almost done with it. So when he finishes it, I'll get season 2 and I'll let him borrow season 3 so that he can finish watching it. But I am talking about the Boondocks. Okay? The Boondocks. My God, have I rewatched this show multiple times. Okay? Multiple times. I got like the special collector's edition of this, and it comes with a t-shirt that says the Boondocks. I still have that t-shirt. I haven't worn that t-shirt. The amount of quotable things in this show. I absolutely love this show. And I would rewatch it again. Talking about this show out of the way. I can now show you something that I have in my collection. And you're gonna look at it and be like, why is this the last thing you decided to show? And I'm gonna tell you right now why it's the last thing I decided to show you. I found this anime on my own. This is a good anime. Gunslinger Girl is a good anime. I enjoyed the first season more than I did the second season, but it's special because I found it like this. Now, is it authentic? I don't know. But since it looks authentic and the fact that I found it, I'm more excited about it than anything else. Okay? Why? because it's signed by the voice actors, or at least some of the voice actors. Okay? Where I found this was the same store that I found Burst Angel, Those Who Hunt Elves, and On My Buddha. It was literally the same store. Is this one signed too? No, this one's not signed. This one's still sealed. It literally still has the security device seal on it. I don't know. I found it, again, whether or not this is real signatures or not, the fact that I found this signed and just literally on a shelf for, I think I paid $7 for this. It was like $7 to $10, something like that. I was like, regardless of if it's real or not, I need to buy it. I need to buy it because I wanted to buy the anime to begin with. Because all I saw was like this. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, whatever. It's the complete in-box, full season, full first season, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. That's fine with me. But then as soon as I turned it around, I was like, no. And then, since it's obviously unsealed, and I pulled out the first disc and I saw that that was signed, I was like, I need to buy it. Like, I need to buy it. This anime is good. This anime is good. I would definitely say you need to watch this anime. Little robotic girls, military type ordeals. And it is so crazy how they're just like, oh, yeah, I'm just following protocol. Like, yo, what? What? And it's like they're using these mechanical little girls because they're good. They're just gonna sneak through literally everything because nobody's gonna think, oh my god, a little girl's gonna come over here. They're just gonna blast up the place. You never think that. You would never think that. And this anime does it so well. It does it so well. That's the ending of my anime collection. You saw part 1. This is part 2, and I had to end off with a potentially real signature on the box and on the DVDs. Thank you all so much for coming down. I really do appreciate it. If you want me to watch any animes, again, let me know in the comments down below. I do plan on showing you the other shows that I have, like of my TV shows, because I have a whole bunch of TV shows. If you guys are interested in like Kung Fu Ninja movies, I love those types of movies. I have an entire shelf just of those types of movies. Let me know in the comments down below about that too. I also have a shelf. I have 2 shelves that are dedicated to, one of them is dedicated to Marvel, one of them is dedicated to DC movies. So if you guys want to watch that as well, or you guys would like to see what I have, again, let me know in the comments down below. Every comment helps, every like helps. If you enjoyed this, you know, I appreciate it. If you want to share it, that's fine. And as always, depending on wherever you are, I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. Bye!